Hi, I'm Tomoko Lahee Thompson. I'm the school counselor at Kays Elementary School. And as a school counselor, I'm here to support all of my students covering three main topics: academics, social emotional needs, and college and career. And I'm also part of a group called the Comprehensive Counseling Team. And what that means is that we've gotten together and we created these lessons to cover all classroom lessons, or called all grade levels, K through 12. What I'm going to talk to you guys about today is treating others the way that you want to be treated. Let's get started. Now, I will have an activity at the end of my lesson, and you will need a few materials. For this activity, you will need a pencil, you will need a piece of paper, just one, and it can be lined or blank, just whatever you have available. And the last two materials are optional. This is if you have them. If you have color pencils or crayons or markers, just to kind of pretty up your activity at the end. While you guys are gathering your materials, I thought we can go back over and do some mindful breathing. Last time that we were here, I did some belly breathing. But if you weren't with me, I'm going to show you guys on how to do that. You're going to take your fingers and you're going to link them together. You're going to take your hands and put it right on your belly. And as you breathe in, you're going to breathe into your nose and you're going to hold your breath for about 1 second, and then you're going to breathe out your mouth nice and slow. Let's do this first one together. Breathe in your nose. Hold your breath for 1 second. Breathe out. As you guys breathed in, did you guys feel your belly rise? And then as you breathed out, did you feel your belly fall? Let's do the next one together. Breathe in your nose. Hold your breath for 1 second. Breathe out your mouth. Great job, friends. Let's do these next two with our eyes closed if you feel comfortable. Breathe in. Hold your breath. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Great job, friends. Now, I'm going to go over a few definitions with you guys because I hear these words a lot in a normal school day, but just to kind of break it down on what they mean. These all relate to treating others the way that you want to be treated. The first definition I have for you guys is rude. Now, what does rude mean? Rude is where you accidentally say or do something hurtful. So, I have a couple of examples of a normal school day. Someone cuts in front of you in line. Now, were they doing it on purpose? They were cutting in line, but were they trying to do it to you and hurt you? I'm going to say no. You just happen to be the person that they cut in front of. Stepping on someone's foot by accident. So say you guys are in line and you're in your group plan, you're on your way to specials, you're on your way to lunch, and someone steps on the back of your foot. Doesn't feel good. But it wasn't them trying to do to you on purpose. It was definitely rude, but they weren't trying to hurt you. And the last one we could probably all relate to, especially now with us being at home a lot more often, is maybe you're playing a game and you brag about winning. Or maybe you got a higher score than the person next to you, or a higher score than your friend. Now, you might not be meaning to hurt your brother, sister, cousin, your friend's feelings. You're excited, you're happy. No one blames you on being excited, but if you are bragging about it, it might hurt that other person's feeling because maybe they didn't get a high score, or maybe they didn't do so hot as you did. So those are all examples of being rude. The next one I have for you guys is a definition and example of being mean. Now, mean's different than rude because mean is saying or doing something to hurt a person on purpose once or maybe twice. Now, I'm going to kind of focus on that last phrasing, once or maybe twice. So this means that it's not happening all the time. I don't want to say once in a blue moon, but it's not something that has a pattern. So some examples could be saying or doing something unkind after a fight with a friend or even a family member. Another example could be hitting or teasing your siblings. I'm sure a lot of that is going on now with us being home a lot more often. I know for me, I've been getting frustrated with my husband since I now see him every day, all day. And the last one kind of bridges into my next definition, which is making fun of what someone looks like or what they're wearing. Once again, mean is different because you are trying to hurt their feelings. You're doing it on purpose. But it doesn't have that pattern, which means it's not happening all the time. So maybe you're at school and you're in the hallway and someone walks past you. Ugh, I don't like your edges. Ugh, what are you wearing? But if it's not happening all the time, they were definitely mean and it needs to be addressed. So talk to your trusted adult. That could be a teacher, that could be your school counselor, your assistant principal, to help you address when someone's being mean to you if you need that little extra help. And it's okay to ask for help. But when someone is being mean or rude to you, you also have a chance to try and work that out on your own. Which is a little bit different than my next definition, which is bullying. Bullying is cruel behavior done on purpose and repeated over time that involves an imbalance of power. That was a lot. So the best way to kind of remember that are the 3 P's. Purpose. So that means that person is doing it on purpose. They're trying to hurt your feelings. They're trying to hurt you. Pattern. So there's that phrase I said earlier, pattern, which means that they are doing it more than that once or twice. It can be something that is documented, which means that you can kind of keep track of when that person is being mean to you on purpose with that pattern. And power. That kind of relates to my last little phrasing there, that involves an imbalance of power. What that means is that, say someone is being mean to you, they're trying to tear you down. They're trying to make you feel smaller, and they're making themselves seem bigger. Okay? Bullying is a little bit different than being rude or being mean, because if someone is bullying you, that's when you'd want to reach out to your trusted adult, that teacher, that school counselor, that assistant principal, to help intervene and to stop that bullying from going on. If someone is being mean to you and it's happening more than that once or twice, but it's not quite that pattern, still go ahead and reach out and ask for help so that we can squash it right then and there. Because we don't want school to be an unsafe place for you. We want you to feel safe, we want you to learn, and we want you to have fun. And, I wasn't supposed to have my things at the bottom, didn't transition over, but I was gonna go over some examples with you guys on some things that you might be experiencing at home to kind of help you understand those different definitions. So the first one, you're at home with your sister and she accidentally breaks your favorite toy. You scream at her and call her an unkind name. Later that day, you two are playing a game together. I was gonna have you guys guess, but the answer's right there. It is an example of being mean. Because later, you guys are having a good time, and you guys kind of apologize, and you're able to move past that situation. So that means that you were mean to your sister because you called her that unkind name, but you were able to move past it. The next example to kind of help understand is an example of bullying. So Caitlin and Mary are cousins, and they are currently living in the same home. Caitlin consistently calls Mary ugly and fat. Mary was in her room drawing pictures. Caitlin came into her room and ripped up all her drawings. Caitlin goes on Facebook and posts on Mary's pictures saying she's ugly. Now that is a really good example of bullying because it involves that power. They're trying to break them down, make them feel small. That pattern, I said that word consistently. So they keep on doing it to break down that person. And they're doing it on purpose. They are trying to hurt you. They're trying to break you down. And the last example I have is an example of rude. You're at home with your cousin, and they just won the game of Uno. But they keep bragging about how they won, and you lost. Now, were they trying to hurt your feelings? Probably not. But they are being rude because they keep talking about how they won the game and how you lost. That can make you feel bad. so they're definitely being rude. These are some things that you guys can do to kind of be mindful when we're at home, because being at home all the time, every day, is definitely a big adjustment. And like I said, even I've been getting frustrated with my husband because now I see him every day. But just be mindful about what you say and how you handle them. Apologize, move on. Now, what I want you guys to do is turn and share with the family that you're with or the people that you're staying with. I want you to think of a time that a friend, a classmate, or even a sibling was rude or mean to you. Notice that I don't focus on that bullying, because that bullying is different. You're going to need that trusted adult to kind of help you through that. So think of a time that they were rude or mean to you. How did it make you feel? And how was it resolved? As you guys are turning and sharing with your family, I thought I would do another breathing activity. And by the time that we're finished, we'll be able to move on to the next part. I'm going to show you starfish breathing. We're going to start at this thumb, and we're going to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Last one. Great job, friends. Now, what I have for you guys is this really fun book. It is called We Don't Eat Our Classmates. And I have a little video of me reading it. I hope you guys enjoy.
Hi everyone! Today we're going to be reading a book called We Don't Eat Our Classmates. It is written by and illustrated by Ryan T. Higgins. Let's get started. Penelope Rex was nervous. It's not every day a little T-Rex starts school. What are my classmates going to be like? Will they be nice? How many teeth will they have? This was very important. Penelope's mom bought her a new backpack with ponies on it. Ponies were Penelope's favorite because ponies are delicious. Penelope's dad packed her a lunch of 300 tuna sandwiches and 1 apple juice. Finally, the big day came, and Penelope Rex was very surprised to find out that all of her classmates were children. So she ate them because children are delicious. Penelope Rex, said Mrs. Noodleman, we don't eat our classmates. Please spit them out at once. So she did. It was not the best way to start school. Still, Penelope was determined to have a good first day. She tried hard to make friends at recess. She finger painted some of her best work. She even saved Griffin Emery a seat at lunch. You can sit here. Penelope started to notice everyone was making friends but her. It was lonely. When she got home, her dad asked about her first day of school. I didn't make any friends, Penelope cried. None of the children wanted to play with me. Penelope Rex, her father asked, did you eat your classmates? Well, maybe sort of, just a little bit. Sometimes it's hard to make friends, said her dad, especially if you eat them. You see, Penelope, children are the same as us on the inside, just tastier. That gave Penelope a lot to think about. The next day, Penelope tried really hard. But poor Penelope, she could not stop herself from eating her classmates. Mrs. Noodleman, Penelope ate William Omoto again. And they were all afraid of her. Except Walter. Walter was a goldfish. So Penelope tried to make friends with him. Will you be my friend? Chomp! Eee! Cried Penelope. He's eating my finger! Wah! Once Penelope found out what it was like to be someone's snack, she lost her appetite for children. She stopped eating her classmates. Even when Cece Woodman spilled barbecue sauce all over herself. And soon, Penelope made friends. Found you. Want a brownie? I helped make them. Now, even when children look especially delicious, she peeks at Walter and remembers what it's like when someone tries to eat you. And Walter, the goldfish, stares right back at her and licks his lips. Because dinosaurs are delicious.
Wasn't that a fun book? Penelope learned how her classmates felt when she would eat them. And that actually is a word that you guys have probably already heard of. Find my stick here. Empathy. Can I have you guys repeat after me? Empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand how another person feels. Now, what I'd like for you to do is turn and share. Can you name one more thing that you learned from Penelope? Maybe you learned it's okay to ask for help. She talked to her parents, but you can ask any trusted adult. I'm going to give you about another few seconds. Great job, friends. Let's move on to our activity. What you guys are going to do is you're going to grab, there we go. You're going to grab your piece of paper, and you guys are going to fold it in half. You're going to fold it in half, hamburger style. Doesn't got to be perfect. Now that you got it, hamburger style, what I'd like for you guys to do is on the left side of the paper, I want you guys to draw a picture of a time a friend, a classmate, a sibling showed that they were a good friend. And then on the right side, write in how they were a good friend. Maybe your sister helped you clean a mess that wasn't hers. Maybe your best friend FaceTimed you and listened to all your worries. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my example. My example is about my best friend, Sarah. A lot of my case friends know, but I got married in January. And I don't know, a lot of people know or not, but during weddings, oh my goodness, it's so busy. I was so busy running around and I barely even ate food. I barely even had time to drink water. So every time that my best friend Sarah saw me, she made sure to hand me a water bottle and she would guide me and steal me away to make sure that I ate food. So my example is during my wedding, my best friend Sarah made sure I stay hydrated by bringing me water without me asking. She was being a good friend. Now, if you guys have those color pencils or markers, now would be a great time to color in your artwork, and you're gonna post it to the EVSC Facebook page and hashtag it, We Are EVSC. I would love to see the different artwork that you guys come up with. Thank you guys for your attention. Kids, tell your family about some of the fun lessons you've learned from your school counselor this school year. Parents, once again, if you have any questions or concerns about your child or about resources, please contact your school counselor. I know for me, personally, my work phone, my school phone, is hooked up to my cell phone, so I can still receive messages. Thank you, guys. I thought I would end it with a fun video. Oh, wait. I would end it with a fun video of me chasing my dog with my costume on. Thank you, guys, and have a wonderful day.
Go get her.